Hello, everyone. I am back. I will apologize ahead of time. I had hiccups for the last like 2 hours, and I can't get rid of them. So I'm just gonna record with hiccups, and then hopefully it'll be fine. But yeah, things are going okay over here. It's 1 week into my training. I managed to do all the sessions other than one. I skipped on Saturday afternoon, just with a very long week. So I ended up doing it was 22 hours of training in the gym this week. Um, Normally, I do try and do these videos on Sunday and then set them to upload for Monday evening. But yesterday, I ended up going into the hospital here. Another part of the reason I skipped on Saturday afternoon was because I've had this scrape on my knee, and it looks a lot better now, but it was pretty yellow before. But it's just I had a skin infection from a scrape I had on my knee from hitting the pads with it, and then continuing with the training, either from the gym floor, from sparring, from clinching, could be anything. Um, but yeah, I kept getting a bunch of blisters, and I wasn't sure if it was from the heat because it was still my first week here, and I know sometimes people do get. I know in the past I would usually get spots, kind of like pimples from excessive heat, like sweating a lot, and it's been like 35 to 37 Celsius here, which is like close to 100 degrees, and that's every day. So with training on top of that, it's just been a lot to adjust to. But I mean, I've got a few spots here, and then like this whole arm got kind of torn up with it. Um, but I went in yesterday, so I've got some antibiotic now, and then I've got to keep an ointment on it for a few times a day, and anytime I shower, I've got to clean them with a cleaning solution because with the tap water here, you don't know what's in it. So clean clean them after the shower, and then um, ointment, antibiotics should be a few days. I had scheduled for starting private lessons at the gym with the trainers. I want to try and do Friday and Saturday, so I can do a private session in the afternoon and then skip the afternoon session, give myself a little bit more of a weekend. Um, but we'll see. I haven't. I let the gym owner know because him and his wife do the scheduling, so I let them know that I have to skip training for a few days, and I'll let them know if I can come back for the private lesson starting this week or if I have to wait a week. But since it's a 20-hour course, and if I do two every week, it's going to be like right on my 3 month time. So I was hoping to try and get it started as soon as possible. We'll see. Um, and then I've still been doing like delivery for a lot of the food here. There's a restaurant down the street that's really nice, and it's a husband and wife that own it, and they're very nice. I had a Brazil soccer jersey on one day when I was there, and the husband, neither of them speak English very well, but the husband came up and said that he liked the team, and that he was really sad to hear about Pele just last year, I think. But it was very nice of him, and they always remember me when I walk by. Even though there are a lot of tourists here, I think I still kind of stand out. But things are going well in general, aside from the obvious like physical stuff. Um, the gym's fun, and I do feel like I'm learning a lot. The trainers there are really helpful. Um, but yeah, I just gotta wait a few days. I might do a little bit of shadow boxing or something. Um, they have a different way of doing the hand wraps here. One of the trainers yelled at me the other day when I was putting my hand wraps on because I wasn't doing it the Thai way. I've got to practice doing that so I get them right. Um, and I mean, aside from that, it's just kind of getting comfortable with things here. It gives me a little bit more time to get used to the heat, and then with restaurants and everything, that should get a little easier. Because I rented a scooter. My time here, I've got a helmet, and then I bought a kind of a cheaper helmet, so in case I have a passenger, I can at least offer them something. Um, Most people don't wear helmets here, and the like traffic rules are not really enforced. But I'm mostly using like the side roads. It's just kind of long to go to the gym. It's like a 25-minute walk, like 25 minute walk. So it's just a lot easier to use the scooter because it's only like 5 minutes, and those roads don't have much traffic on them at all. So it's been nice so far. It's been a little adjustment, um, and I was thinking about doing the because there's a weekend class that you can do in the U.S. to do a motorcycle license, and it is something I've been wanting to do. So I think this is a good like trial way of kind of dipping my toes in and see if I want to still do it. Because I know it's more of a seasonal thing in the U.S. So we'll see if it's still even offered when by the time I get back. But it's been pretty good over here, all things considered. I just haven't tested out the pool yet, like with scrapes and blisters and stuff. I still can't use it for a little while, but hopefully I'll get a chance to get in there and swim some laps too on one of the off days. Um, but yeah, that's most of it. What's going on here? Um, Hopefully I'll have some news from later in the week. Probably not going to be much from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at least. And then Sunday, I was planning. I was thinking about visiting the elephant sanctuary here in town, but I ended up canceling it. Just with open wounds, I can't go into a nature thing, like with any kind of good conscience. Because if I've if I didn't have something, I'd definitely get it when I was doing that. So I'll just have to rebook it for another weekend. Um, Luckily, they refund it when you cancel it. So yeah, I mean, not too many worries. I did a travel health insurance thing too, so even having to pay for the medical stuff, it should get reimbursed, and um, hopefully no worries there. So yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'll update everybody more next week when I got more stuff to talk about.